Ryan Reynolds, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Gal Gadot in the film all together. I'm pretty confident we all know what's going to happen here. Tons of laughs, that's for sure. Folks, let's jump into the review of the new film, Red Notice. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing the film Red Notice, coming to Netflix November 12th. Now, I believe that this film may have been the most highly anticipated film this year from Netflix, ever since that announcement that they made in January with slating all of the films that they had coming out this year. And mainly because the three of them hosted that video, but realizing that they weren't just hosting it because they were top tier actors, but because they were all in the film together. And you had to start to think like, well, what is that going to be about, you know? But it's very certain by the resume of the three of them, we knew it was going to be off the chain, whether it be an action film or comedy or a combination of both. We knew it was going to be something special. But this film was absolutely exactly what I thought it was going to be. Endless laughs, ridiculous, and then quite frankly, just fun. And there's a lot of things I want to talk about with this film to really kind of set the table here. The first thing is that this film is directed and written by Rawson Marshall Thurber, who's done Central Intelligence and Skyscraper, two other films that The Rock has starred in. So, there's chemistry here. But mainly is that I feel like this film is like a 2021 version of National Treasure with just bigger actors in it. And it's not to say that, National Treasure isn't a classic, because it is. It's one of my favorite films. But it's like it took that film and just kind of doubled down on it. I mean, it has action like Fast and Furious. There's scenes that kind of feels like Jumanji. And then ultimately, the whole plot and everything really is tailored around what National Treasure was. Because in this film, there was a treasure of Cleopatra's eggs, which I did look up really quickly, so it's not true. At least I didn't see nothing like on the surface level of the internet. Maybe I got hit the black web or something. But there was 3 eggs that was gifted to Cleopatra as a semblance of love. 2 of them has been hit in the black market and has been found. 1 hasn't, and it's been a secret. However, there happens to be a person willing to pay top dollar if somebody could give him all 3 of them before a certain date. And obviously the biggest thing is, well, where are they here? So you have the second biggest most wanted thief in the world in Nolan Booth, who's played by Ryan Reynolds. And you have the most wanted thief in the world, the Bishop, played by Gal Gadot. And then you have the FBI, who is clearly after the 2 of them. Well, sort of, because essentially they're after Nolan, but they realize they need Nolan in order to find the Bishop here, because 1 of them have already been stolen. The other one is actively getting ready to be stolen. Then obviously it's the mystery of where is the 3rd here. How this kind of plays here is that John Hartley, who is The Rock's character, FBI agent, they actually think he's in on this, so they actually arrest him, and he actually needs the Bishop to kind of turn her in order to clear his name. So he needs the help of Ryan Reynolds in order to be able to achieve that. So that's kind of how they end up on the same page here. Now, in case you don't know, the highest level of warrant issued by Interpol is called the Red Notice. So that's where the title comes from. The thing about this here is that Ryan Reynolds and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is exactly what you think it's going to be. At the point, I don't even know how you write a script for the 2 of them. Maybe you give them like guidelines to kind of navigate them through the right path. But like the 2 of them were completely who you expect them to be. Ryan Reynolds was absolutely funny. He was the highlight of this film. So many jokes. He's one of my favorites. Tons of pop culture references. So if you don't know them, then I'm sorry. And I feel like when you think about The Rock, where he always played the buddy cop type of roles, he's done it with Kevin Hart and plenty of other people. Him and Ryan work really well together, to the point that I never felt like it was cringy. And I know I'm kind of over Kevin Hart, so maybe that's part of it as well. But I thought for a while maybe I might have been getting over Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as well too. But the two of them really work really well together. And then when you add Gal into the mix, I thought it was a really good smoothie being blended here. But like I said, tons of pop culture references. I also feel like in the beginning part of this film was like a complete mockery of all of the roles that The Rock has taken in the past. So like a lot of the traditional things that you've seen him do in other films, he kind of made a mockery of that in this. And like prime example is like he got to a door, and instead of him being able to muscle it, he struggled. And then, when he usually jumps from high places and he lands on his feet, he fell on his back a few times, so there was humor really kind of underneath the tone of everything, but there was obviously a bunch of jokes just left and right. But overall, it was fun, it was funny, there was tons of action. Gal got to kick some butt a little bit. It's totally unbelievable, endless unbelievable moments. I mean, that's what you expect in these type of things. So don't come in here trying to use logic, because it's not going to apply. You knew exactly the type of film you were getting. And like I said, this film feels like the same recipe that National Treasure did. Everybody's searching for the goal, and then much like National Treasure, there's always a twist. And in this one, there was a twist, and the twist actually was really beneficial for me here, because I feel like the twist really made sense to a lot of the things that I was kind of thinking beforehand, like, well, that don't make sense. There's really no logic in that. And I don't even mean like logic in terms of science. I mean like simple things. You go outside in winter, you wear a coat. So if you don't wear a coat in the winter, you're kind of like, well, what? You know what I mean? Even though that didn't happen in this film, but that type of scenarios, So yeah, the plot twist definitely sewed everything together in a way that really made it enjoyable. There is a Ed Sheeran cameo, and it's absolutely hilarious. And there's also a Vin Diesel joke about his audition for Cats, and I don't know if that's true or not, but I bust out laughing. It was hilarious. And it's always funny when Vin Diesel gets mentioned in anything that The Rock is doing, because we know their conflict and whatnot. But yeah, don't know what to say about that. But I will say that this film was fun, and sign me up for a sequel. Simple as put. I can definitely use a dose of this again. This was a very entertaining film. Again, not to be taken serious. It's completely fun. National Treasure mixed with Jumanji, mixed with Fast and Furious, that type of tone, with a ton of actions and just a ton of jokes. So, but yes, Red Notice, folks, check it out. Jump in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about this film, and I'll see you around for more movie reviews very soon. Big old Beau,